EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Talking Stick Resort Arena in downtown Phoenix. Tonight, it's the Phoenix Suns taking on the Orlando Magic.
So we've actually got a trade now. Trevor Ariza traded to the Washington Wizards for Kelly Oubre and
the Orlando Magic control the town.
So just testing out the team, seeing how they are with the new players now. Going to be close to starting
right
season.
Time, right player. Can't teach.
I'm probably going to hang on to see just what's going on with Melo and
Booker
to
Rivers.
But it's progress. Just play it out, see how we go on.
The shot rejected by Isaac.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Nikola Vucevic.
I've gone with 32 for Austin Rivers. Decent for a total number.
Austin Rivers. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance of a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Free throw up and good. It's a three-point play on the first possession of the game. Orlando ball. Augustine picked up by Rivers. To Vucevic. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
After a miss like that, you at least have to rub your hands on your shorts. At least make it seem like the ball slipped.
Austin Rivers to Booker. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. Booker.
That low down.
That's blocked by Vucevic.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Aaron Gordon stuffs it down.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
The screen sets him up for two.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
In the front court, it's Augustine. Down three. Count it.
When you open up a toolbox, you see every tool in the kit, right? Now, whether you can use every tool in the kit, that's another question. That's who Jonathan Isaac is. He's potential wrapped up in a 6'10" frame. He just has to continue to put in the time in the gym and hope he can reap the benefits.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Defense, making the ball carrier work. A lot of contact, no whistle. Fournier, over to the right side, to Fournier. Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon.
There is also a bug since the last patch where
to Fournier.
If you shoot the end of the quarter and you make it, it's not counting.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark. Phoenix has the ball. Austin Rivers to Jackson. Now a steal as the Magic have it.
You can't follow the bench forward and not working hard. Yeah, bringing out any patch does mess up stuff.
And he buries it.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Into the front court, it's Booker. Down by one. To Jackson. That pass stolen by Orlando.
Years ago, what we used to do before the days of sliders.
Yes, Aaron Gordon, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
A guy known for being a slasher earlier in his career, Aaron Gordon's really been working on that jump shot over the last couple of seasons. If he can combine that with a consistent passion for the game, we could see a different play.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Has a look. And he buries it.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Fournier. Augustine, defended by Rivers. To Vucevic. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Booker with it. They're down 3.
Whether I finish this full game, I don't know. The next game I'm going to be doing is going to be Wizards.
Isaac with the board.
I've always loved, I like Trevor Ariza.
Augustine with it up top. He'll run the offense.
I've always liked Trevor Ariza. Can't believe
doesn't have the touch. No good.
Defense
into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen to Jackson. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
There's a fine line between being active and being a detriment. You don't want to keep giving up extra possessions.
Nope, first one does not go. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Augustine with the basketball. The score 10-8. Down low, it's Gordon. Rises for the slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Austin Rivers to Jackson. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court.
And scores. Strong take.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Phoenix with it. Here comes the screen. Booker. Oh, he had him there for a second. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Booker. Can't miss those. In the front court, it's Augustine. 14-10 the score. Jonathan Isaac, guarded by Josh Jackson. Curling inside to Mo Bamba. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Booker. Oh, had him going there for a second. To Booker. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And he makes them both. Vucevic. Here comes the screen. Isaac. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. 2 of 4 now.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket, he even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Crawford. To Booker. Lets it fly from long range. That's how you defend.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Slam dunk for Jonathan Isaac. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
New blood.
It seems to be killing me inside. Just go down. ignored that.
Coming in for both sides. Crawford. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Fournier to Mo Bamba. Fournier. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
For the
It wasn't on there.
Terrence Ross, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one goes down. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Suns ball. Crawford to Kelly Oubre. Oh, he had him there for a second. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Off the assist.
I've been watching this kid since he was 15 years old. TJ Warren has always been one of those under-the-radar type of guys. Averaged 20 points a game last year, and he made big leaps in scoring year after year after year in his time in the league.
To Crawford. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good to cement the three-point play. The lead is back down to one. Jaron Grant, defended by Daniels. Screen coming. Nice pass to set things up. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Grant with the basketball. Up by 3. Great feed. Big finish at the rim.
I mean, defense, is it that easy? Can I see some reaction after somebody gets an easy dunk? Some yelling, some kind of emotion? I need you to get involved back in this ball game.
Crawford. Now a steal as the Magic have it. To Mo Bamba. Won't go. Oubre. Doesn't get the bounce.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Shot from the lane won't go. It's Phoenix ball. Sizing up the defense to Crawford. Locked in. Fires the three. Well, their first three, and they're right back in it, within a possession in this first quarter.
Well, I don't want to live in the past, but if you got a couple of those to drop earlier, you could have had a nice lead. Now, we got a dogfight.
And a nice finish at the rim.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
To Kelly Oubre. Oh, had him going there for a second. Crawford. That pass stolen by Orlando. Nice pass to set things up. And count the basket inside.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Trying to cash in. Grant with the shot. That won't fall.
Jordan.
First quarter is complete with the Magic in front.
Solid stats. Not really feeling Phoenix after the trade. I love the Reza. Guess you need to see what they do on the court first before you can.
Second quarter set to start. This is.
Have a look at the stats. They shot a little bit too high. Didn't shoot any threes really. Just all points in the paint out of 30. 26 points in the paint. Hate that. I'm not shooting threes. Go Washington.
I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I live a wild life, don't judge me. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that ain't my fault, they want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, and that me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I've been a man. Still gon' let me win the fan. Are you? Oh, really now? I man, let's get it then. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they ask for. Like Tupac spitting out the tabloids. I'm Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it done with where I'm from, they never had much. Waters and crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quit to do it. No giving like 5. Still got a heart of gold, so don't let me go, cause I'm here for you. Akon flow like it's 06. To my whole fam, please don't trip. Dub modes at it again. I'm a dog, but I'm no. I got what you want.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight.
Don't mind the jersey.
Capital One Arena in our nation's capital. Tonight, the Washington Wizards taking on the Sacramento Kings.
Just it looks a bit like they've just got a sponsor on the front.
And Sacramento begins the game with the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. To Bagley. Shot from in close, no good. To Wall. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Wall. His first effort off the mark. Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox. That pass stolen by the Wizards. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. Ariza to the basket, but he can't get it to go. Into the front court, it's Fox. Looking to make something happen. To Wall. Good look that time, but off the mark. Buddy Hield to Bagley. Fox against the five-time All-Star. To Bagley. De'Aaron Fox. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Wizards at the controls. Wall to Beal. Screen coming. Oh, had him going there for a second. Howard. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Into the front court comes Wall. Down 2. Screen coming. Oh, he had him there for a second. Beal. To Howard. And a chance coming up at the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Sacramento ball. Bagley. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Wall. The Wizards with 4 to shoot. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Fires the 3, buries it on the catch and shoot.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Wall into the front court. Down 5. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Add 2 points to the board. In watching John Wall, for him to be successful, you get the sense that he needs the ball in his hands most times.
He does, Ed. And there's a new age in the NBA. It's called team basketball. You equate a guard's success to how his team does. And when they're all sharing the sugar, it makes the team that much better and more efficient. For a guard who's trying to break into the elite of the elite, he will not do so until he relinquishes some of that control and he gets other players involved.
Wall. To Howard. And the rebound comes down to Sacramento. Fox into the front court. Up by 3. To Bagley. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Howard. From the painted area, won't go down. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To Fox. 4-3. And he knocks it down, Jay.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Now the Wizards going to take the timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Time to shuffle things up. To Porter. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King, so the Wizards keep the possession. Dave Yeager turning to his bench at this juncture. And the Kings secure the rebound. To Randolph. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
And he'll head to the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Bradley Beal, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 79% at the line. First one, count it. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. To Hield. The big fella, Zach Randolph. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Beal to Porter. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okie doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Beal. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Beal. Here comes the screen. Beal to Porter. Here's a chance from long range, and Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the three.
To Randolph. Short jumper off the mark. To Beal. Oh, had him going there for a second. Beal to Porter. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time. To Hield. Cruises inside.
Probably
For two.
One of the most prolific scorers I've ever seen on the collegiate. level, averaged 25 points a game that year at Oklahoma. Still, his game is going to translate, needs to continue to work on doing things off the dribble, but safe to say this kid has the entire package.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. The pass stolen by Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox slams it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
Washington basketball. To Beal. Here comes the screen. Oh, he had him there for a second. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
De'Aaron Fox. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Beal. Nothing going here on that drive. To Beal. For three. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Fox. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Nope, first one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. Fox across the timeline. His team on top by 8. To Randolph. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
First free throw is good.
Stepping in for the Wizards, number 2,
And he makes them both. Wizards with the basketball. Wall.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Oh, had him going there for a second. Green to the basket, but the shot won't go. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2 minutes. Substitutions, Washington.
Now a steal by Washington. Porter. Throws it down. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
To Randolph. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Everybody in the building understands he's been a known target. Looks like they're hacking early in this one.
First one goes down. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Into the front court. It's Wall. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. From the outside, no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Porter to Wall. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Look, it's still early. Make your opponent work for those possessions. You don't want to start racking up too many personal fouls.
John Wall. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Fox with it. It's an 8-point lead. The jumper's off the mark.
Well done there.
Wall with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Porter. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
That's it for the first quarter. It's the Kings with the lead.
I'll look at the stats first.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with
40 versus 60. That was 29 points. They worked for about 14 minutes. Almost half. It's alright. Nah.